Hi guys, hi girls. Amusing. I haven't done amusing in ages, but something that's been playing in my little brain recently is this concept that you'll never actually get paid what you're worth. Yeah, and this doesn't just relate to employees. It relates to a lot of things. But I'm using it in the context of an employee. So, say I'm getting paid, I don't know, 40 grand a year to do a job or something. That's not what I'm worth, right? And you can never get paid what you're worth, because the only reason anyone would ever hire you is to make money from you, right? That's the machine. So, even if you're like a contractor and on 400 or 500 a day, the only reason you're getting hired is because that person puts value on that you're more than 500 a day, yeah, because they're going to make profit on you. That's the whole point. I don't know if this is so obvious. I don't, obviously I'm not saying anything new here, but it's just the kind of idea that you can never actually get paid what you're worth to someone, because obviously that person wants more value from you. So if you're charging them 500 quid a day, they need to make 600 quid a day out of you. Now that might not be direct money, of course. It might be that they're in so much shit from a risk perspective that they have to cover it. They have to have you to cover it. But at the end of the day, they value paying to alleviate that risk within their business or whatever. So that was kind of one thing I was thinking about, which made me then kind of realize that if I do want to, right now going into a personal element, if I do want to kind of get paid what I'm worth, then I have to proactively, and I've done this for a few years, but proactively try and get lots of other things back on my side of the equation other than money, yeah? So by that I mean learning skills for the future, so I do a lot of consultancy, yeah? So over the last 10 years, I've really learned how to work with customers, learned how to relate to customers, learn how to interact with people, communicate with people, all this other stuff, which basically adds value to me in the future, so that in other engagements I'm more effective, or what have you. So I don't know, it's a really interesting world, this kind of this value thing, because there's obviously the money side. As I say, you're never going to get paid what you're actually worth to someone. But then there's always loads of other things, loads of value you can personally get out of every situation. So that's one way of looking at it. What else was I talking about here? There was another thing I was thinking. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. That was just one of my meanings. Does that make any sense? Is that just the most blatantly obvious thing in the world, or what? What do you reckon? It is the most obvious thing in the world. That's another point I've got at the moment. Is there's so much of this business stuff is just so blatantly obvious. You just need to kind of spend about a few minutes or a little bit of time thinking about it, if you know what I mean. I think I'm going off on one now, but yeah, it's staring you right there in the face. You just have to open your eyes and see it. Anyway, I'm going off, but yeah, my whole point was you're never actually going to get paid. Even if you're on an awesome salary, you're not going to get paid what you're worth, because somebody else is always trying to make money out of you, certainly as an employee. But otherwise, there's no point in you being there. What you have to be worried of course, is that all of a sudden you do start paying what you're worth. No one's making money out of you, and then the balance starts to go the wrong way. You're then too expensive, and you're a big cost. But that's it as an employee. But even as a business, right? Even as a business, the only reason anyone ever buys a service or a product is because they see value in it, right? They're trying to, what they pay you is because whatever they put on, what they're getting from it is more than the monetary thing. Yeah, makes sense? I don't think that model breaks down. You're never going to pay for something if you don't think you get more value than what that money's worth. Anyway, I'll try to shut up. Yeah, happy January, February, happy 2017, it's February now. Things are going well. Love you all lots, live the dream.